Hey folks, thanks for watching. We're in Traverse City, right next to Boardman Lake, or on Boardman Lake, and we're talking sailing. With us is Ben Ferris. He's the guy who runs Traverse Area Community Sailing. Ben, thanks for not only watching, but thanks for, being part of this.
My pleasure.
As soon as I get it together here this morning. All right, let's talk about sailing and the community program. How are things going?
Things this summer, it was probably one of our best summers ever. We had almost all of our youth programs that were full. We probably had a dozen adults come and learn to sail. The adaptive program we run on Thursday nights has been kind of standing room only, so we've been kind of a waiting list for people to get on the water those nights. The high school sailing program is just getting started, and there's a lot of people sailing.
All right, I have a kind of a personal story. Our 11-year-old had a friend invite her to come sail one day. She had never sailed before, came out, and now she's completely hooked.
It's an amazing experience. One of the things that sailing gives the kids while they're down here, that they not only learn about teamwork, they also get a pretty strong sense of independence. Mm-hmm. They get a little self-esteem boost. I mean, there's not a lot of things that kids can go and do by themselves where they're in charge of absolutely everything. So to see them go from, super anxious, super nervous from day one, sometimes some tears roll down their cheeks, to the final day saying, no, I got it. I don't need any help. I can do all of this myself. They launch the boats, they go and they sail. They're watching the sail trim, and just the little things they pay attention to is amazing. And it truly is for everybody.
Right, and she had never been in a sailboat before and was out there by herself and practicing what to do when she capsizes and just nailed it.
That's one of the kids' favorite lessons. It's the scariest moment for them, but then once they do it, it's almost like it's a competition to see who can capsize the most once they get out there, because it's not that scary. It is kind of fun, and really you just get wet and you go swimming.
All right, talk to me a little bit about the adaptive program.
The adaptive program came on a few years ago. We've got a lift that we put over on the accessible dock that the city put in for us. They come through, they make reservations for Thursday nights. We have a handful, half dozen volunteers. We have 2 or 3 instructors. We have usually a safety boat per adaptive boat that's out, just to make sure that everybody is well cared for. And they come down. We have anybody from people who have suffered stroke, heart attack victims. We have quadriplegics, paraplegics. We have kids with autism. Just anybody that really needs an altered curriculum or an altered experience. And in some cases, it's a sailing experience that they get where they ride with somebody, and other times they're able enough to actually sail the boats themselves. And the boats are real neat because they're little slings, little seats, they steer with a joystick instead of the traditional tiller. So they sit just like in a lawn chair, and they just steer just like they're playing a video game.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been part of the sailing program?
This is my 19th summer.
Really?
I was just going to do summer job for a few years because I'm a high school teacher.
Yeah.
And I just can't stop. It's an amazing experience.
In that time, how have you seen sailing in the area grow?
In terms of the youth and the quality of sailing and the experiences they get, it's like night and day. It was a struggle early on to get kids down here. We opened the sailing center up on Tuesdays and Thursdays for kids to come and just use it. They can bring their neighbors, siblings, whatever, at no cost, just to get people sailing. And in the early days, we couldn't get anybody down here. Maybe 1 or 2 boats, throughout the whole summer.
Right.
Now, sometimes this summer we've had the Big Brothers Big Sisters came down with a group of 20. We have the adaptive program that sail those nights. The open sailing has been, we probably had 16 boats out one night. That was just, when you see this whole end full of boats of people that have chosen to come down here, it's awesome. Now,
here we are at the beginning of September, and you're talking about the high school season just starting. Mm-hmm. So how far can the high school season go here in northern Michigan?
We go deep, all the way to November.
Really?
Yeah, the last regatta on our schedule right now is November 11th. It's down in Spring Lake, and they do this amazing turkey dinner. I haven't experienced it yet firsthand, but the talk is it's the best food in the area, and it's the best regatta to attend. So November 11th will be our last race.
Needless to say, there are a lot of things going on with Traverse Area Community Sailing. Where can people go to find out more about what you offer and make plans for in the future?
The best spot is our website. You go to www.tacsailing.org, and it's got a bunch of information. It's got a link for emails and stuff. There's a phone number. Everything will come right to me, and I'll get back to the people as often as I can and as quickly as I can. And keep your ears open for a little fall gala. We usually do a fundraising event at the Grand Traverse Yacht Club, who's also been super supportive. All of our boats are down there right now, and they just give us space to host our stuff, and so the kids can sail and get a good experience for the high school.
Could you teach anyone how to sail?
Absolutely.
Anyone?
Absolutely
How about
anyone.
This dope right here.
Easily.
Really?
You might be a struggle because you probably learned some things wrong, so we have to fix it. But in the long run, I think we'd be successful.
But the upside is, it's capsizing with this giant head of mine.
Well, we have extra life jackets. We'd probably put one on it.
Ben, thank you very much.
Oh, it was a pleasure. Thanks for coming down and kind of seeing what we do.
Yeah.
And it's a great thing, and it's truly a lifetime sport. People can do it forever, and we're here to make it accessible to absolutely everybody. So if you haven't tried it, just come on down, give it a shot, and well, I'm pretty confident that you'll enjoy the time on the water.
Traverse Area Community Sailing, Boardman Lake, beautiful day today. For My News 26, I'm Vic McCarty.